So there's this channel that I have been watching for a long time now, almost when they first uploaded their first video. So I've been following this person. I was watching them for, you know, weight loss reasons and this and that. And then they started making videos about me. It was honestly sad, I would be honest, because I looked up to this person. I liked them as a YouTuber and stuff like that. And then I was like, oh no, another person wants to make YouTube videos about me. And it's like, a part of me wanted to stop watching this person completely. But then I was like, but I've grown to like them. And it was like this weird conflicting thing in my brain. And I continued watching them. And I try my hardest not to watch the videos that they make about me, but it's like I kind of can't stop myself from watching them. I love to hear their opinion or whatever. So the video they uploaded today, I'm hurt by. So there are some things regarding the video that I want to answer, talk about, maybe make people understand, because I feel like if this one person feels this way, then I'm sure a lot of people feel this way or have these questions, and I don't want it like that because this person called me a liar. They said that I've been lying about being bedbound and not being bedbound and like all this stuff, and it was just really weird and it really hurt because I really opened up in my last video, and I know a lot of people appreciated it and I know a lot of people didn't give a care, which is totally fine. Everyone's different. The first and foremost thing that I want to say is being in denial and lying are two completely different things. I was in denial. I was in denial that I was bedbound. There are reasons why I didn't think I was at the time, and there are reasons why I understand that I actually was. A big thing though was I was in denial. The best part about losing weight and really focusing in on what matters to you and learning about your body and changing your food intake and being more mobile, and you have to work on your mental state a lot. And I've noticed that being delusional has been my forte. That has been my jam. I have been completely just like delusioned by all this stuff that I feed myself instead of really opening my eyes to reality. And the reason why I said that I'm probably still in denial on some things is because I probably am. Something I've noticed by watching a lot of weight loss channels and also by diving into my own is that a lot of us are kind of delusional. Like when you gain a pound one week, you come up with all these excuses, or if you only lose a pound, you come up with all these excuses. When honestly, I don't think people are flat out lying. I would like to hope not, but it's like we are in denial to ourselves. I recently watched a What I Ate Today video by someone I've been following for so long, and everything in their video was super healthy, and I was like, okay, then wouldn't they be smaller? So I started to be a viewer the viewers that I have, because you guys see me film What I Ate Today videos. Like recently I did a What I Ate Today on Instagram, and all my food was really well portioned, and that's what I ate that day. But there's a question of, when some of us are filming What I Ate Today videos, are we in denial of what we truly eat? And are we subconsciously trying to show a healthier, more small portioned type of meals? Because subconsciously we are in denial of how much we eat in a day. And the reason why I brought that up is because the person later took to Instagram and admitted, you know, I think I am in denial, because normally I wouldn't eat that healthy, and this person subconsciously ate healthier. Going on in my brain. During the time where I was not that mobile, I did not make that unknown. You guys saw the mattress in the living room, where I then told you guys it's because my leg is constantly hurting and it's easier for me to sit on a mattress. And when I want to hang out with my friends, that's also something else. I would go in the living room, but Becky would bring out a mattress for me and I would sit on it. That was not something I was hiding. It was shown in several vlogs. I explained it in a couple. I wasn't hiding that. So another thing is, I couldn't breathe. I also was not hiding that. I would even feel myself walking in place and you guys could hear my breathing. I wasn't hiding the fact that I couldn't fit in a car properly, and sometimes I honestly couldn't even get the door to shut comfortably. I talked a lot about how I was so immobile that I feel like if I was more mobile, then my videos would be better, my vlogs would be better, because there wouldn't be so many sit down videos. You still will continue to see those, but you guys didn't see any videos of me standing or anything, and those are things that I also was not hiding. That I was having. So when it comes to the word bedbound, I feel like 600-pound life has tainted that word for me. It made me think of bedbound in a certain way that I didn't know. Again, when I say these things, I was probably just in denial. How it portrayed being bedbound to me was you had to have your significant other or pay a friend to come bathe you, and literally physically you had to be helped to walk around, and literally could not get up, like, at all. But these are the reasons why I was like, no, I'm not bedbound. So chores were really hard for me, but it didn't stop me from doing them completely. If I was sweeping, you guys, it was almost pathetic. I would probably sweep for utmost 20 seconds, sit down. Sweep for 20 seconds, sit down. 20 seconds, sit down. If I was doing the dishes, I was sitting down. If I was cooking, I was sitting down. If I was wiping down the counters, I was sitting down. If I was doing anything, I was sitting down. And this is like a constant topic on my channel, is like, can she shower? Can she wipe herself? Does Becky help her with these things? No, no, and she never has. I still showered, but the thing is, I could not wash my hair and my body on the same day. So that's another reason why I was like, no, of course I'm not bedbound. There were times that I left the house, delusional Lynn, where I was bedbound. I would leave the house maybe once a month, twice a month. So I also convinced myself, well, I do leave the house sometimes, and people who are bedbound literally can't even fit in a car, even if it does hurt. And I would compare myself to these people all the time. And it's like, I would see these people who were bedbound, like they had to put mattresses in the back of a car and they had to lay on them and they couldn't fit in the seats of the car. And it's like, I kept telling myself, well, I can fit in the seat. I can fit in the passenger seat. Yeah, it hurts to close the door, but that doesn't mean I'm bedbound. I even went to Lexington and vlogged it. That was during the time where I was working as hard as I could on becoming more mobile. So I thought by staying in a hotel, okay, I kind of sort of have to walk down the long hallways, and I have to stand in the elevator, and I have to walk through the big lobby, and I have to wait for the valet to give us our car and all this stuff. So I thought it was a good way for me to be mobile while also being lazy and eating whatever food I wanted, because when I went to Lexington, I was a glutton. It was really bad. You guys saw that video because I did a what I ate on vacation video, but that was when I was trying my hardest to also work on my mobility. So I think I used the hotel of like, oh, I'm gonna like walk in the hotel as an excuse just to eat. But again, denial, denial, denial. It's just part of, I feel like it's a big part of why people get the weight that I am or was. But since I went to Lexington and I was able to sit in the car for 2 hours and this and that, I was like, people who are bedbound can't do that. I would do my makeup, I would do my hair, I would put on cute outfits, I would do on try-on hauls. I would do all these things, and I convinced myself bedbound people cannot do that. So you guys, these are the reasons where I was like, of course I'm not bedbound, hi. You know, it was not me lying, and I don't want people to think that at all. I was delusional. I was in denial. Like, those are like the pivotal words of this video. So again, being a liar and being in denial are two completely different things. And I guess I should have like explained myself better, but you know, I was like cooking my food and I was just like super happy that I was able to, you know, do it without keeling over. Some questions I want to answer that the person kind of mentioned in the video. I have them written down before me. So why now say you're a bedbound, and can you explain more of the timelines? Because I noticed when they were talking, the timelines were getting kind of messed up. I also want to explain the reason why I'm calling it bedbound now is because in actuality, probably down to the definition, I was bedbound. 2018 is when it was at its peak. 2019 is when it slowly stopped because my leg wasn't hurting as bad. And I was, during that time when my leg stopped hurting, that is when my lymphedema got really bad. And it just started growing more and more, which made me not want to leave the house. And it's like, I'm just to the point where I have to accept it because lymphedema is not something that is, it can go away. It can get smaller with weight loss, and that's a big pivotal moment where I'm really focusing on that. So once my legs started feeling better, my lymphedema was growing, I still like did not have any stamina. You guys saw that for yourself. So that is when I was trying to work on my mobility, which I'm sure you guys noticed. And it was towards the end of 2019, obviously, where it started to get better because I started to work harder at it. So why I say that I'm bedbound now? After admitting them to myself, working through the emotions, of course I want to share that with you guys because that is a big part in my journey. Like, it's stupid. Like, I want to be able to tell you guys like, hey, I used to only be able to wash my body and my hair like on separate days because I couldn't do it in the same day. So another question is, why lose weight now? What made you want to lose weight now? And I feel like it's kind of a silly question, mainly because it's like, I've always wanted to lose weight for the same reason. Enough is enough. I don't want to die. Those things have always been my reason. I completely wasted my 20s. But do I also want to waste my 30s? Because I only see myself getting worse if I don't do it now. Another thing that they mentioned is that when I talk about my lymphedema or when I talk about being bedbound, I seem to laugh. Which I actually understand because I don't notice that I do those things. I really honestly think that it's like a habit, a nervous habit, because that's thoroughly the only thing I can think of. Because while I'm talking about these things, I don't think it's funny. So this person also was questioning if I ever was truly higher than 572.4, which is my highest weight, because they were saying, well, since she was bedbound, she should have gained more weight. How did she only stay at that weight? That doesn't make any sense. There is a certain point of calories that your body needs to maintain a weight. Clearly, I was staying around those calories. So I'm just throwing numbers out of my head because I truly don't know. Let's say 6,000 calories a day is what keeps you at 570 pounds. So obviously I wasn't going over that. And if I was, the next day I probably was only eating 4,000. So it made me balance on the 570s. In the video, they also asked, how much time do you spend in your bed now? Before I go to sleep, I want to say about 4 to 5 hours I'm in my bed, and it's before I go to sleep. And during that time, I'm editing, I'm talking with Becky, catch up on YouTube videos, catch up on shows or read or write. Being in my bed for only 4 hours out of a full day sometimes even less than 4 hours to be honest, is marvelous, literally, compared to how I used to be. I'm trying to create a schedule for myself instead of just like going off on the willy-nilly. That's just what feels better to me. So that is pretty much everything that I wanted to like clarify. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.